Alright guys, as a printmaker, your bearings need to be recovered every once in a while. If your bearings are looking like this, it's time to recover with a new bamboo sheath. For this job, you're going to need a couple tools. To start, we'll have to cut off the old covers. You can see this cover had a bunch of holes in it. I was just covering them up with temporary tape, and that only lasts for so long, but you can see this is totally destroyed. So I will reuse this string. This is a really strong string for tying down tents and tarps for camping. I think I bought this stuff from Z-Lite. It's like really strong string, and it also like holds its shape. It's really nice. Just put a knot in each end. This is totally useless. So these bearings are called hone bearings. They are handmade by a craftsman in Japan named Goto-san. And they took a couple years for him to make these and send them to me. He's got quite a list of orders. And one is a 12 strand and one is a 16 strand, I believe. This one is a little bit finer for some finer printing. This one's a little bit more coarse for some heavier pressure in some larger areas. But these are the most important tools in woodblock printmaking, and it's important to recover them so you don't damage the cord, the bamboo cord. And these are made with lacquered paper and a bamboo coil that's twisted into a rope or knotted into a rope over and over, and it's coiled here in the disc. So let's get these recovered. So how I prepare these bamboo sheaths is I just spray them with some water and I put them in a bag so that they can get dampened for maybe a couple hours. I only have two, so hopefully we can get both of these covered without ruining any. These have some water on them, so I'm just drying it off. And these are very large. I got these from McLean's. I think this bamboo comes from China. It doesn't come from Japan. So I'm just going to remove these outer, the outer, and this end is really hard. And I'm not an expert on doing this. I'm just showing you the way that I do it. So you can take this as it is. It's just I'm just trying to share my process with you. These are old too, so they're pretty dried out. So I'm just going to stretch this leaf, this bamboo leaf, best that I can. And I have a chestnut that's really old, really hard. You're supposed to kind of flatten these ridges in this leaf. While I'm doing that, I'm stretching it with my hand. Flip it over, do the same thing. I'm going to want this cover to be about here. So I'm going to cut this. half of that. I don't need all of that. And I can cut this one as well, just a little on this side because it is naturally tapered. Get all that out of the way. You do have a limited amount of time when you do this because this bamboo sheath is drying out as we go. Now this is overlapping quite a bit, but that's okay. So I'm just going to make sure this is stretched out a little bit more now that I know where the disc is going. You can also kind of bend this to soften the fibers. I'm going to take a little bit of this off. Right. So we're going to center the disc. We're going to fold. The object is to do this while you got to hold it all down and in place. So here, let me get my board. I like to raise this up a little bit. Put this on the edge, like so. And the idea is to fold this, but hold everything in place with your fingers. When I get about halfway, you flip this over. You start on this side. I'm just kind of twisting the material, the bamboo material, over on itself. And when I get to the here, I just start twisting. I'm also pulling it, stretching it out. Holding the disc down still. Like I said, this takes a lot of finger strength. And once I have that, I'm gonna keep it pressed down. So I'll twist this whole block around, holding it down. That's pretty good, I'd say. Now I'm gonna hold this down with the palm of my hand while I work on the other side. This is the tricky part. You gotta get comfortable here. But you don't want it to uncoil that side. So, same thing here. I'm just gonna start one fold there, and then we're gonna start on this end. This end is a little easier because it's thin. The other, less fibrous. Again, we're going to twist this when we come to the middle. Oops. See, I let that go. It's okay, just start again. I'm also pulling it. Hopefully you can see here. Okay. And we have that pretty tight. We're going to bring these two pieces together. Squeeze them together. Hold them in place. And get my string. So I'm just going to go around. So start that way. So now I'm going to go work my way so I'm pulling this string, wrapping it, and I'm going underneath my last wrap. And I'm pulling it really tight. So that's actually pulling the two ends of these two twisted coils together. It's pulling the whole sheath tighter as we go. So once I got a little bit left, I'm going to see, this is finishing it off. That's better. Something like that. You can also trim this. So you can see this overlaps this side a little bit more, but that's okay. I'm still working on getting good at this. I'm just showing you how I do this. This is just a demonstration. I am not an expert at this job. I am just learning as I go along. So hopefully you can use some of this information. And if you have any pointers or anything that can help me do this job better, please leave the comments below. And I'm going to work on this other one without the camera on. Alright, after we allow the bamboo cover to dry, it dramatically kind of tightens and shrinks a little bit. So everything is set in place. And it definitely tightens over the whole surface. This is the outcome of the two wraps. This was the first one I did. It's so tight that I can't even spin the disc inside, which is kind of a problem because you want to be able to spin it. This one spins a little bit. See, I'm spinning this slightly. You want to spin the disc inside as you're using it so it evenly wears out all those little bumps from the coil inside. If you leave it in the same place, that's where you get the holes in the cover. So occasionally, every few impressions or so, give this a little twist. This one will loosen up. I haven't used it yet, so it will loosen up as I use it. So I'm going to put a link in the description below of Goto-san speaking more He was at a woodblock printmaking convention in Hawaii a few years back. In this video, he goes into depth about the history of the Barens, how they're made, the different strands, and he also shows his process step by step how he covers the Barens, which he is a professional. And if you're interested or you're learning on how to do this, I would highly recommend watching this video. It's very informative and it's something that you can study. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you get something from it. I will be announcing some new things, some exciting new opportunities that I have later on in the year that I'll be working for. And I have some new prints already started, and I'm excited to move forward, and I always appreciate you watching these videos. So please like and subscribe, and happy carving and happy printing.